being moved to a sense of urgency, and the wise effort that follows.
Being moved to a sense of urgency and the wise effort that follows. Saṁvego ka Saṁvejaniyesu Ṭhānesu, Saṁviggassa cha Yoniso Padhāna. From the Sangīti Sutta, Dīgha Nikaya 33. This powerful phrase highlights two essential spiritual responses praised in the Buddha's teachings: Saṁvega, a deep sense of urgency, and Yoniso Padhāna, the wise and methodical effort that arises from that urgency. Together, they mark the inner turning point, from passive knowing to transformative practice. 1. Saṁvega, the spiritual urgency, a meaning. Saṁvega is a profound emotional stirring, a spiritual wake-up call. It is the inner shock that arises when one clearly sees the truths of impermanence, suffering, and death. It is often translated as spiritual urgency, stirred conscience, dismay in the face of samsara. B. Saṁvejaniyesu Ṭhānesu, the grounds for Saṁvega. This refers to the reflections that should arouse this sense of urgency. The Buddha named 4: jati, birth; jara, aging; vyādi, illness; marana, death. Also included the endless cycle of rebirth, samsara, the uncertainty of life, the loss of all that is loved. Saṁvega is not despair, it is the jolt that awakened Prince Siddhartha to leave behind luxury and begin the path to Buddhahood. As the teachings say, when one sees the nature of all conditioned things, the heart trembles and awakens. 2. Yoniso Padhāna, the wise effort of one so stirred. A. Meaning Saṁviggassa, of one who is moved. Yoniso, wisely, thoroughly, from the root. Padhānaṁ, effort, striving, diligent exertion. This means the wise, clear, and deep effort of one who has been awakened by Saṁvega. It is not random or emotional. It is steady, skillful, and sustained. This is effort guided by wisdom, rooted in right view, carried by right effort, directed toward liberation. B. The 4 right efforts. The Buddha outlined 4 kinds of wise effort: to prevent unwholesome states from arising, to abandon unwholesome states that have arisen, to cultivate wholesome states not yet arisen, to sustain and perfect wholesome states already present. This is Yoniso Padhāna, effort born from wisdom and supported by urgency. 3. How Saṁvega and Yoniso Padhāna work together. These two are like spark and flame. Saṁvega is the emotional awakening, the realization, I cannot live in delusion any longer. Yoniso Padhāna is the focused action that follows. This is the path, I will walk it. Without Saṁvega, effort may lack motivation or sincerity. Without wise effort, Saṁvega can fade into despair. But together, they transform passive knowing into liberating insight. They mark the true beginning of the Dhamma path, not as an idea, but as a matter of life and death. 4. Connection to Buddhist practice. A. The Noble Eightfold Path. Saṁvega stirs right intention, renunciation, compassion. Yoniso Padhāna energizes right effort and right mindfulness. Through these, the mind becomes focused, ethical, and free from distraction. B. The Buddha's life. The young Bodhisattva experienced Saṁvega when he saw an old man, a sick man, a dead body, a renunciant. These are classic Saṁvejaniyesu Ṭhānesu, grounds for urgency. They sparked his journey of Yoniso Padhāna, leading to enlightenment. 5. Conclusion. The phrase Saṁvego ka Saṁvejaniyesu Ṭhānesu, Saṁviggassa ka Yoniso Padhānaṁ from the Sangīti Sutta offers a complete teaching in 2 movements. Saṁvega, the clear emotional recognition that life is fleeting and suffering is real. Yoniso Padhāna, the deliberate, focused effort to practice, reflect, and awaken. Together they shake us out of complacency, inspire deep inner commitment, guide the heart toward the refuge of the Dhamma, support the full journey toward freedom, nibbana. Would you like a daily reflection or guided practice to help develop both Saṁvega and Yoniso Padhāna in your life?
Being moved to a sense of urgency, and the wise effort that follows.